with that being said, you know, I was working my move, eating healthy. I can eat whatever I wanted probably, because you know, money make them shake.
You said money make them shake. Yeah, it does. It does. So now, so you're there. Did you have access to like everything that was going on the outside? Did you have social media? Were you able to see what was going on Twitter, Gram?
I had no social media. You only get, you know what I'm saying, very limited amount of time to talk on the phone. But I did have access to email. So, you know, I'll be emailing my girl and emailing my team, and they'll be telling me what's going on and filling me in. But for the most of it, I really didn't want to know.
How come?
Because if I you know, it's a dangerous place. I was trying to be focused on getting out. I wasn't trying to, you know, keep up with what's going on. I was going to handle that when I got out. I felt like I lead that to that. My whole thing was stay on point in here, stay focused on here, learn something from this. So I just totally kind of like cut out the outside world and just focus on my family. You know what I'm saying? Just me getting better.
You just said learn something. So, Gucci, what did you learn from that experience?
I learned that I don't have the privilege to, you know what I'm saying, make another mistake or to blame an excuse. I can't say, well, it was drugs. I know my vices now. I got just clarity on. I know if I do this, where it's gonna end up. So it's no excuse. It's no plan. It's black and white with me. Do the right thing. The right thing is going. If I do the right things, you know, I have no ceiling. So that's why I just treat it the way I treat it now, because I got so much clarity on what I got to do and what I can't do.
You look like you have no intention of going back.
No, I'm not going back. Look what I got over here. You think I'm going back? You got to be kidding me.
Who stayed in touch with you? Well, you know what? I was going to say in the entertainment, but just say in general. Like, who stayed in touch with you while you were there that amount of time?
To be honest, my girl. You know what I'm saying? That's my best friend, and she rode that whole bid with me. My assistant Amina, she was there with me every step of the way. Todd, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
Moscow.
Every time I ever slip, and y'all know I had a lot of hiccups and a lot of falls. Every time he was there. So that's why I ride with him like that, because no matter what, he never turned his back on me. He always was there for me.
And who, artist-wise, who kept up with you in there?
A lot of people was reaching out, but like I was trying to tell you, I was like really didn't want to involve myself with the artists. I was rooting for them. I'd be reading magazines of what they're doing, and you know, I wanted them to succeed, and I'm watching it from afar. But it's just like, you know, I couldn't do both. I couldn't keep up with them and keep a level head in there. Because like I told you, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep your head on the swivel.
Was it harder for you as a celebrity and as an artist being inside? Do you feel like it was harder for you?
To be honest, it's hard for anybody in that situation, being in a maximum security prison. It's just a dangerous environment. But as an artist, it was super humbling experience for me, knowing what I'm worth and knowing what I got. And to subject myself to, you know, you can only have a certain amount, and this is what it is, and you got to abide by these rules. So it taught me something. Because
you're going in from, you know, top of the world, you know, the bread, the cake, the money, doing everything, doing what you want to do when you want to do it.
But I ain't had no, you know what I'm saying, I was spiraling out of control, so it really stopped me, because I would have been dead, or somebody else would have been dead, because I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I took it for granted. So that time away made me appreciate it. Made me appreciate, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, listen, for me to be doing music and getting paid all this money and people, you know what I'm saying, loving what I got to say, that's a blessing.
When you look at the game now and you look at, you know, how you appreciate being out, so are you currently, like right now, you plan on being like drug-free, alcohol-free, like you don't do any of that? Or
I don't do anything.
Nothing?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So you are fine. You're like, I'm not even going to touch it.
It's just like I don't even want it no more, because I associate it with jail. And I don't want to go back to jail. I ain't even going to front. I don't want to go to prison. I had been in jail so many times, but prison was a whole different experience. You know, at one point I feel like, you know, I shouldn't have been in no maximum security prison like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I hadn't did that, nothing to get me where I was at, but I need to see it, because it's a big deterrent. It made me say, hey, listen, I don't want to come back here.
Ever.
I changed my whole life not to come back here.
To do it different.
Yeah.
So, rewinding a little bit because a lot of people who came up with you and you helped are also still in the game. So I remember at one time, Young Thug was under your production or your label, correct?
Yeah, he was signed to me.
So so was that like while you were in, is that when he came out of the contract and started doing his own, or is he still like under you?
No, I sold his contract to my friend Todd.
And Todd makes sure that Todd, I see, yeah, Todd, this guy, wow, Todd makes it happen. You know what? I'm gonna break it down for New York City. Yeah, now Todd's gonna say, "Now I got it," and then hold on to this cake for Gucci when he gets out. Nice, nice. I'm sorry. I mean to break it down. Okay, so
it wasn't like that for real. To be honest, I talk with Thug. I really care about Thug. Thug is super talented, and I've been seeing it. So I don't want you to think it's like I'm trying to be funny. It's that I felt like I was getting wind of him dealing with a lot of different people, and I called him and told him and said, "Listen, I want you I'm gonna do this deal with Todd because I want you in the best hands. I know it's
beautiful. A lot of people wouldn't do that."
I said, "Listen, he gonna make it where you can push your own YSL label. You can go as far as you can go and look what happened." I didn't want nobody to take advantage of him. I wanted him to be his own boss. I told him, "Listen, at the end of the day, Young Thug is Young Thug Records. You got to boss up. You got to run you." I said, "These people really believe in you." So that's what I had that conversation with him, and then he was down with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was perfect.
And I noticed you and him linked musically as soon as you got out.
That's my partner. That's my dog.
So and then I noticed that Fetty Wap is a super big fan of yours. Like when and then you were able, you recorded while you were in there and you got onto the music. How did that happen?
I was just really releasing all the songs that was on my hard drive. Like I was recording, like when I had Thug and Pee Wee and Scooter and Waka and Migos all under one roof. We had like 5 studios in one building, so I constantly recorded them, and I was constantly recording. So when I was away, I was just like, everything that's on my drive, I'm going to release it. You know what I'm saying? And I did it. So that was the collaborations with Jada. That was the collaboration with Fetty. With a lot of people who I hadn't even met yet.
Okay.
We're just building with that, just keeping me going, just letting people know, you know what I'm saying, that I'm still here, even though I'm locked up, I still want to have a presence.
So that was like the verses that you had already.
Yeah.
And then you were able to get them out. I didn't know like Migos was underneath you.
I signed them first too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's nothing in Atlanta that ever moves that I don't touch.
Be clear.
I'm for real.
I remember also early when you and Nicki were in the same camp. Have you and Nicki spoken since you've been out?
No.
No plans to record, no plans of music?
No.
Well, you said that one quick.
It is what it is. Some people, you know what I'm saying, it ain't even that serious like that. We made some records before, and there was dope records, but that shit in the past.
Okay.
So my new records, I'm just recording.
All right. Is there anyone that you would like to record with that you haven't? Since you've been out?
I love collaborating. You know what I'm saying? I love working with people, so I like the young people. So maybe like 21 Savage.
Okay.
Young M.A. These are all people who, you know what I'm saying, I'm just now meeting, I never even met. Day.
Okay.
All the young people, anything that's hot, Lil Uzi Vert. I'm a fan of Lil Yachty. Anybody who hot and the kids say he hot, I think it's hot.
You think it's hot?
That's how I do it. I embrace anything that's new. If they come out and do the stanky leg, it's hard. If they come out and do snap music, it's hard. If they come out doing the nay, I like it. I make myself like it. I don't opinionate myself and say,
Because you feel like if it has an audience, you want to know why.
At the end of the day, it's a different generation, and it's theirs. It's not mine. But instead of me judging it, I embrace it and support it and commend them and be like, they creative, they smart, look how they marketing themselves. And I put my niche on and adapt it to my way I roll my stuff out.
Now, I noticed when you had the concert, you had several people came down, and you had someone I think had asked you about Waka, and you said, no, I had my friends, but have you guys vibed since you've been out, you and Waka, at all?
No, I haven't spoken to Waka in 3 years.
3 years? It's a long time.
Not that long. That's people I ain't spoke to in 10 years.
Okay. Is that something? Is that a relationship you want to repair, or you don't, or you like to, or?
It's just, it's just done. I wish him well. But I'm just doing, I'm so concerned with the stuff I got going. I just did 2 albums in 3 months.
Yeah, you can
So,
put
you know
them
what
out.
I'm saying? I'm just trying to, keep focus on what I got going. There's so much going on. I've been to 7 places today. I can't be thinking about that. I can't trip forward looking back.
Because you just cut that off your leg. I looked at it was matter of fact, it was in flexwetrust.com, and I saw you cutting. I was like, man, the game has changed so much. Like, wow. Like, now you can see when the guy comes out of the ankle bracelet.
That was the day.
Man.
That was a historic moment.
So I'm hearing, are you and Drake collaborating on a project? Is it like a whole project, or is it a couple songs, or what are you guys cooking up?
We mentioned that we was going to do a mixtape together, but he was on tour, and I was on house arrest, so, I like working with Drake. I feel like he's super dope, and, you know what I'm saying, I'm the truth, so it'll be a great thing to do, but at the same time, we still got to find time to do it, because I got a lot of stuff doing, rolling out an album, and, you know what I'm saying, he's booked up, so eventually it should come out, but if not, you damn sure got Waptober coming 10-17.
It's happening.
That's coming. And
you got all the stadium money out there waiting for you.
Listen, I need all the bread.
You got all that stadium money waiting out there for you, right?
I need all the money.
Let me tell you, I heard from promoters, when you with your concert and the ones that you did do, I think, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And how quickly it's sold out and how fast. A lot of people are amazed. It's very hard for an artist to come back and grab and pick up and move like he never left.
Yeah. It's unparalleled. There's never been a moment like this in rap. Nobody has ever did what I'm about to do and what I'm doing. And I know it and I see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like not no playing with it. I'm serious about it. I value it. It's like it's special, and I treat it as such.
What's the biggest difference between the time that where you went in and when you came out? And when I say out, like out fully, like you did. I guess too, after being out off house arrest. What is the biggest difference in the music business or in the game that you see from then and now?
Just the way the music is consumed. It used to be like, you know what I'm saying, I remember when everybody was doing like the DVDs to promote themselves, and it was super big to me, like Schmack and Cocaine City, and I had the Hood Affairs DVDs, and everybody used to tell me, I love them Hood Affairs DVD because we get to see what you're going on. But instead of doing that now, you can do that on Snapchat, you can do that on Instagram. It's the same thing, but you can do it yourself. And I remember when I was just doing mixtape after mixtape, right? And now I feel like the way I was doing mixtapes, I want to do movies. I mean, videos and stuff like that. I'd rather do movies like that. And the same way I used to roll out mixtapes, I want to start rolling out albums like that. So I'm just taking the platform and doing it a different way, doing it bigger. So it's like whatever they doing, I feel like I can do it better. If y'all gonna drop exclusives, I'm gonna drop exclusives. If y'all gonna team up with headphone companies, I'm gonna team up with headphone companies. Like whatever you do, I'm gonna find a way to do it better and do it my way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get lost out. I'm not gonna be no dinosaur.
What did you feel about I'm not sure why this was going around, but people were so concerned that maybe it wasn't you when you first came out. How did that even come about?
It was crazy. At first, I didn't know how to take it. First, I thought it was funny. Then I thought I was like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to be mad about it or happy about it. But then I started saying, like, damn, I look good. You know what I'm saying? They don't even believe it's me.
I'm out here killing them, right? I'm out here killing them.
Let me start working out 3 times a day. Let me give it to them. Let me come on the stage with no shirt on. I never did stuff like that. Let me, that's what they saying. I'm talking different. Let me always talk like that. Let me push it even farther. And I kept pushing it so far they stopped saying it. But I wanted them to keep saying it.
You wanted
Why
to?
y'all stop? I was just starting to like it.
The turnaround's amazing. This is something like this is like a book or something. People want to know how you did this.
Speaking of book, man, I just did a book deal with Simon & Schuster.
Okay.
It should be coming out top of next year. I did a whole autobiography. I wrote it while I was locked up.
Okay.
I just got a pull-up deal for it maybe not even a week ago.
Okay.
So, But yeah, I'm a comeback story.
Shout out to Karen. I have a book deal over there too. I'm sorry, Karen.